Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Before continuing, please review the legal disclaimer provided in the comments section of this video and make sure to see the video till the end to get a full understanding of how it all works. On this channel, we share practical guidance on visa processes, immigration pathways, investment and citizenship options, and related topics to help you make informed decisions. If you are unsure about your visa options or planning your next step, consider subscribing and enabling notifications so you stay updated with the latest developments. Now imagine this. You are already working in Australia, or you are being recruited from overseas. You are gaining experience. You are contributing to a business. And then something very important appears on the table: a pathway to permanent residency through your employer. And this is where the Employer Nomination Scheme visa, subclass 186, becomes one of the most powerful migration options available in Australia. But here is the reality. Most people misunderstand how it actually works. Some think having a job is enough. Some assume sponsorship automatically leads to approval. Some believe any employer can nominate anyone. And many applicants only discover the strict requirements after delays or refusals happen. So in this complete global masterclass, we are going to simplify everything. Not from one job type, not from one country, but from a full worldwide understanding of how the Employer Nomination Scheme visa, subclass 186, actually works in 2026. In this video, you will learn what the 186 visa actually is, how employer sponsorship really works, the different visa streams available, what employers must prove, what applicants must prepare, how eligibility is assessed, what leads to refusals, and what improves approval chances significantly. Stay until the end, because there is one critical misunderstanding about job genuineness and employer compliance that causes serious refusals every single year. Let's begin. First, let's understand what the Employer Nomination Scheme visa, subclass 186, actually is. This is a permanent residency visa for skilled workers sponsored by an approved Australian employer. It allows eligible workers to live and work in Australia permanently. But here is the key insight. This visa is built on two pillars: the employer and the employee. Both must meet strict requirements. Now let's talk about the purpose behind this visa. Australia uses this pathway to address genuine skills shortages in the labor market. But at the same time, it prevents misuse of sponsorship systems. So immigration officers evaluate two things very carefully. Is the employer legitimate and compliant? And is the job position genuine and necessary? Now let's discuss the main streams of the 186 visa. Applicants may apply through different pathways depending on their situation. Some apply directly from overseas. Some transition from temporary employer-sponsored visas, and others apply after working with the employer in Australia for a period of time. Now let's talk about eligibility. Applicants usually need an eligible occupation, relevant qualifications, sufficient work experience, competent English ability, and in some cases a skills assessment. But here is the important point. Meeting minimum requirements is not enough on its own, because employer nomination is a major deciding factor. Now let's talk about employer nomination. This is one of the most important parts of the entire process. The employer must demonstrate the position is genuine, the business is actively operating, the salary meets market standards, and the role is required long-term. Immigration officers closely review whether the job is real or artificially created for migration purposes. Now let's discuss why this matters so much. Many refusals are not because the applicant is unskilled. They happen because the employer evidence is weak or inconsistent. Now let's talk about supporting documents. A strong application generally includes employment contract, passport documents, qualifications and certificates, detailed reference letters, job description evidence, salary and payroll records, tax documentation, police clearance certificates, health examination results, and employer nomination documents. Now let's focus on one of the biggest risk areas: job duty consistency. Your actual experience must match your nominated occupation. If there is a mismatch between job title, actual duties, and claimed occupation, immigration officers may question the entire application. Now let's talk about reference letters. These must be detailed and accurate. They should clearly explain what work was done, how long it was done, what skills were used, and how it relates to the nominated occupation. Now let's talk about employer obligations. Many applicants underestimate this completely. The employer must follow sponsorship rules, including paying correct market salary, maintaining genuine employment, following labor regulations, and complying with ongoing sponsorship duties. If the employer fails, the visa outcome can be affected. Now let's talk about processing times. These can vary depending on visa stream employer history, application quality background checks, and immigration workload. Some applications move quickly, others take longer due to verification. Now let's clear a major misconception. Sponsorship does not guarantee permanent residency automatically. Even after nomination, applicants must still pass health checks, character checks, and full eligibility assessment. Now let's talk about refusal risks. Common issues include non-genuine job concerns, weak employer documentation, mismatch in occupation duties, insufficient experience, incorrect claims, or employer compliance issues. Now here is the key insight. Immigration officers assess both the worker and the employer equally. Now let's talk about what happens after approval. Successful applicants receive permanent residency benefits such as full work rights, long-term settlement opportunities, access to services where eligible, and potential citizenship pathways in the future. Now let's talk about strategy. Successful applications usually rely on a genuine employer relationship, consistent documentation, and accurate occupational alignment. Now let's bring everything together. The Employer Nomination Scheme visa, Subclass 186, is one of the strongest permanent residency pathways in Australia, but it is also one of the most strictly assessed because it is based on trust between employer, employee, and immigration authorities. And success depends on clarity, consistency, and genuine employment, not assumptions, not shortcuts, and not incomplete preparation. Because one honest and well-prepared application is far more powerful than a thick folder full of random paperwork, and you have come to the right place to get all your visa applications sorted in a hassle-free and professional manner. Make sure to get in touch with us on our WhatsApp mobile number +64 221 786 007. No matter which part of the world you are in, and do subscribe, like, and share this video with anyone who you think may find it helpful, and stay tuned for many more interesting updates. Thank you for watching.